Today we're going to be discussing communicating with your teenage daughter. I know that a lot of us who are who have teenage daughters or teenage moms, will actually find this topic extremely very interesting. In this video, I'm going to be offering practical advice to help you connect, listen, and foster positive communication with your daughter. So let's go over some helpful strategies. Hello everyone, this is Chichi Dagogo so aka BlossomsKorner. Welcome back to our channel. It's been a long time, but we're back online now and you're going to be getting some nice and lovely content from us. Today we're going to be discussing communicating with your teenage daughter. I know that a lot of us who are who have teenage daughters or teenage moms, will actually find this topic extremely very interesting, because with the Gen Z coming of age now, it's actually very difficult managing communication with these children. But yes, communicating with teen girls can be tough, especially when emotions are high. In this video, I'm going to be offering practical advice to help you connect, listen, and foster positive communication with your daughter. So let's go over some helpful strategies. First of all, you need to create a safe space for open dialogue. Teen girls are most likely to share their feelings when they know that they would not be judged. So give them the opportunity to speak freely, and you have to learn to listen without interrupting. Try saying to them, whatever you need to talk about, I'm here to listen. This will actually build a reassuring safe space for her to open up whenever she needs to share an idea, or just have a chit chat with you, as the case may be. Secondly, avoid reactive responses. Now, especially for we African mothers who are very reactive, our emotions sometimes can be expressed in our faces, but as a teenage mom, we need to learn to mask those reactions. If your daughter shares something that's difficult, try not to react immediately, especially with strong emotions, because that would be a cue for her. That would be like a fight or flight cue for her to either decide to continue communicating with you or just draw back. Okay, so take a moment to breathe and respond calmly. For example, if she tells you something shocking, say to her, thank you for telling me. Let's talk through this together. So learn to share your own experiences, because to be honest, if we go back down memory lane, we'll see that some of the things that they are experiencing now, we as when we were girls, we also experienced the same kinds of things. And this actually will help her to feel safe sharing her feelings without any negative reaction. Thirdly, use validation over fixing. So instead of jumping in with a solution whenever she shares a problem with you, validate her own feeling. So for instance, if she opens up about having a friendship problem, instead of trying to give her an advice to say, oh, this is what I think you should do, just say, oh, it sounds like that's really hard for you. And you see that because you validated that thing is hard, she would try to wriggle around it to try and find a solution between herself and her friend. Validation reassures her that her emotions are normal and builds self-confidence and emotional intelligence, and also problem solving as well. Fourthly, ask open-ended questions. So there are two types of questions. There are closed-ended questions and open-ended questions. Closed-ended questions are the ones that just need a yes or no answer, and it kind of cuts the communication abruptly. But an open-ended question gives the room for more conversation. Okay, so I'll encourage her to share more about her experiences. So when she comes home from school or she comes into the house, instead of saying, oh, did you have a good day, all she will say to you is, oh, yes, mom, or no, mom. Ask her, so what was something interesting that happened today? And trust me, the floodgates of experiences, emotions, conversation is going to open up. She's going to express herself fully, and it will keep the conversation still going. Be transparent about your feelings. Okay. Teenage girls appreciate authenticity. They like it when you are real with them. It might not be nice, but they appreciate the fact that, oh, my mom told me exactly how she felt, and they know their stand, so that when next they are coming to have a conversation with you, they would actually sit down and think about it because they know exactly how you're going to react. So please be as honest as you can. Share your feelings honestly, but in a non-accusatory way. So if your daughter goes out quite well, or she goes out and you get worried, instead of saying to her, "You never tell me where you're going," in an accusatory way, tell her, "I feel worried when you go out and I don't know where you are." That way she just doesn't bluff your thoughts about, "Oh, I don't know where you're going to," but she now understands the fact that, oh, my mom genuinely is worried about my safety, so I have to always kind of do like a check-in on her to say, "Oh, mom, I'm fine, I'm all right, I'll be back in an hour or two." That's kind of would make your conversation and your relationship with her a little more fluid, right? And this type of transparency fosters trust and shows that her emotions can be expressed constructively. And also for mothers, choose your battles wisely. You cannot win all the battles. There's so many battles that a teenage girl is going through in life, and we can really not win all of them. Okay, they need room to explore their identity. They want to wear makeup, they want to open their ear holes, they want to do their hair in a kind of way, they want to dress in a kind of way, especially with peer pressure on the rise now. We need to find out or ask ourselves if the issue is truly worth it in the long run. The confrontation or the yelling is worth it in the long run. For instance, if she says, "Oh, mom, I think I want to dye my hair," consider if it is worth the confrontation, or just harmless expression of her identity. So you can actually ask her, "Okay, why do you think you need to dye your hair, and why have you chosen whatever particular color you've chosen to dye your hair?" And if she's able to give you a valid reason, then you can also do some research to say, "I don't think you need to dye your hair at this point in time because the chemicals can be quite harsh and harmful and can get into your brain and cause cancer or any form of disease for you in the long run." That way, you give her the opportunity to be flexible with her choices. So she would either choose if she wants to go that route, or go with your own suggestion, but don't put her in a position where she would now attempt to be defiant of your own suggestion. And then also end conversations in a positive note. So if you have in a difficult conversation with your daughter, try as much as possible to end it in a positive note. Thank her for opening up, and also give her a reassuring hug. These are what friends do. These are the kind of reactions and responses they get from their friends outside. And that is why some parents kind of lose their children to friends, because they feel they need to be authoritative, right? But if you are able to share, express your own feelings. So let's say you're in a difficult conversation, maybe she comes to you and says, "Oh, mommy, I think I'm in love with a boy," and all of that and all of that. "Oh, thank you for actually sharing that with me," and let her know that you're going to be with her and you're going to walk her through whatever decision she takes, and you are going to guide her, not impose a decision on her. Give her a reassuring hug if possible. These positive endings kind of they set a feel good tone in the relationship and the conversation, such that something that she would have anticipated to go sour would actually even bring you both together. Okay, yeah. So finally, in conclusion, these are very powerful strategies in communicating with your daughter. By listening to her without judgment, validating her feelings, and maintaining an open line of communication, you can actually strengthen the bond you have with your daughter. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips. I'm gonna put the link of my blog post if you want more information concerning this. I also have it in my blog. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and tell everybody to tell everybody to tell everybody that Blossom's Corner is back online. Take care. Bye.